now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry for Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A handoff to Smith, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turf.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set. Green, 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic and a That's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Newton to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. Fights off the defender. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gurley again here on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
On second down, Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Jackson on third down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Smith. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Smith.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Reggie Ragland. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This time, Jackson will throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Philly, here we go. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going up top. And that is incomplete. So we've reached so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jonathan Allen able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Dumps it off to Gurley. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Runs through the contact. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 15 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson now. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second down, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Jackson on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This will be caught inside the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gone!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012.
Leopard! All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing here, Newton. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly...
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.